I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from television.
But the people
I'm
on
taking it from
television
the city
saying their
manager.
dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
You talk about extreme.
The burning question after the debate is not on gun control or abortion or even the border. Everyone wants to know what's trending in America right now. Are cats being eaten in Ohio? We have to talk about it.
Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure your bell notifications are on so you don't miss it and upload. Here's the first clip.
And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to, like, seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants, because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Like,
this is about people being given the privilege of coming here from another country and having no respect for our people, our land, or our life's work. People living their life here the way they did in Haiti, angry, stealing, polluting, living in filth, and acting like animals. These are not civilized people. Opening containers in our grocery stores, helping themselves to what's inside and throwing the rest onto the shelves and floors. Pulling off of the highway to publicly clean and gut the roadkill lying there in front of anyone that passes by. Stealing animals from farmers and leaving their severed heads at the side of an old school where children play. Relieving themselves in public. Making some barbaric stew out of the birds that live in our park. This is insanity, and it has to stop. What will become of Springfield? Where will we be in 5 years? The thought terrifies me.
Wait 1 second. Hold on. I remember that the host from ABC fact-checked Donald Trump during a presidential debate. We have never in our lives witnessed anything like this. Now, I haven't watched every single debate, but if I was a betting man, I'm pretty sure they did not fact-check them while the debate was going on. They basically lied about this to try to make Trump look bad. They basically called him a liar without even saying he was a liar. And we have proof. Now, I know some people are going to be like, well, those aren't cats. Well, they'll eat anything probably at this point because, I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't have a lot of money rolling in from the government. I'm sure they're getting some assistance, but probably not enough. Or they're just trying to save up the money they have and just eat your pets at some point if they find them. I mean, it's just fact. They're eating geese. You know? You can't make this stuff up.
I just can't even imagine this happening too, because you guys know, we've all been to parks with our kids, and sometimes you can feed ducks, sometimes not. And geese can be pretty aggressive. Like,
right. Yes,
I'd say
they're gonna be aggressive now. they got a new predator in town.
I've ran from geese that have like chased me to my car.
Yeah.
I can't imagine just like walking, cutting its head off and walking with it, like bringing it to my car. It's insane.
Could you imagine kids playing in the park with the geese and the guy comes up, chops the head off, and just walks away, blood squirting everywhere? I mean, this is where we're at right now. That's why there is a due process to get to this country, because you, if not from here, need to know how we live. And
when in Rome, do what the Romans do.
Right. And I'm pretty sure those birds are probably protected at some point from being hunted too. So you just can't make this stuff up.
You know what? They are giving ideas to the homeless population.
True.
You know?
That's why they're here, to help them.
Give a man a fish. Give a man a geese.
Right.
Or you can teach a man to fish. We don't know.
If this keeps happening, we have to put those geese on the endangered species list. So there's another clip that you have. Mm-hmm. You showed it to me a little bit. Can you kind of discuss a little bit?
Yes, it's the police video, police audio.
Yeah.
So we do have police audio. So the host of the debate came out and debunked Trump, right? Said that this is not true. The city manager has said that these are false claims. There have been 0 reports from police or the city We have on record the recording from a man calling in to the non-emergency line. Listen to what he had to say.
And this is a non-emergency line, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm sitting here. I'm riding on the trail going to my orientation for my job today. And I see a group of Haitian people. There was about 4 of them. They all had geese in their hand. They got away. I couldn't make out the first 3 of the license plate, but I got the numbers. The last numbers was 9898, and it was a gray Toyota Tacoma they took off on.
I am not a fan of Kamala Harris. It has a lot to do with her laugh. It just seems like she's just disingenuous. And what I really dislike about her is the fact that she lied on so many occasions and they never fact-checked her. For example, we did a video on this, the border. She was the border czar.
And is.
And is. Have they appointed anyone else? Biden has come out and appointed her years ago, 3 years ago. We did a video. We will put it at the end of this video, guys. And you have to understand something. Why didn't they fact check that? And she sat there on live television and shook her head that she was not the border czar when Trump said she was. Because she is. You know why she has to lie about it, though? She did such a bad job as the border czar that if she takes responsibility for this, her ratings will go down. And they know that. So instead of just telling the truth, she lies. And what she's done with that border is what she's going to do if she's elected for president. That's what she's going to do for the next 4 years. We don't have to guess. That's what she's going to do. I don't like her. And I feel like they keep calling Trump a liar. When I think about the Bible and what it says that Satan's going to be someone that comes in as a person of light, as if he's the Holy One. But we know, if you have any religious background, who Satan is, we know that's not who he is. And when they try to paint a picture of Trump being this evil, racist person, he's a artist, if you know what I'm trying to say. He is very divisive. He's just a horrible person. I feel as though they painted a picture of that. But when you see what he's done for this country, you don't really get that gist from him. But when you look at Biden and Kamala Harris, they look like great people who never make any mistakes, despite what we've seen these last 3.5 years. Right? I mean, am I making this up?
Yeah, I think, to your point, I do believe that a lot of people that are in bigger cities, inner cities, that are taking on the influx of these illegal immigrants and the crime and the, even the murders that have happened around the country. You can start to look these things up. It's terrible. These people, I think, are waking up to the idea that this administration hasn't done anything for them, that their cities are being overrun, that their jobs are being taken, and that even government assistance is now, like, they're in the back of the line for government assistance behind illegal immigrants who don't even have citizenship here. I mean, I don't know what country can function the way that ours is functioning and still stand and stand strong. Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And we haven't even gotten to the real topics in our country yet, guys. We're talking about stupid ticky-tack stuff, and we have people who are supposed to be unbiased running a presidential debate, and they're fact-checking only one of the candidates. I have a problem with that. This woman did say that she wants to do a buyback program for assault rifles. She said that.
And on the hot button topic of gun control, Harris previously had a more progressive view.
We have to have a buyback program, and I support a mandatory buyback program. It's got to be smart. We got to do it the right way.
I wish that Trump would have pushed a little bit more. And we'll do a video on this. I don't want to go in the weeds with this, but I just wish that he would have pushed back a little bit more than they did, because there's a few things that she said. She said that she owns guns. I would have loved to know what guns she owns. I highly doubt it's anything more than a Super Soaker. But again, she's trying to relate to people by lying. And that's what she is. Now, has Trump stretched the truth and lied? I'm sure he has. I'm sure there's things that he might not have fact-checked before he got up there. Again, when you hear stuff, sometimes you think it's truth, and I think that a lot of things that he say is truth. But again, they fact-checked a presidential candidate. I've never seen that before in my life. And it just goes to show you that this is propaganda. It's not a true election. It's really to kind of keep our minds off what's really happening. That's why I said earlier, we haven't really talked about real things that are happening in our country, things that are scary. Think about all the technology we have, all the knowledge. And when you ask people simple questions like, why would you vote for Kamala Harris? And they can't give you anything. They just say, oh, because she's a black woman, or oh, because I like her hair. This is what we have. Like, this is the American people. It's not just these people's fault. It's not the people that we're electing. It's really our fault too. Because what are we doing on both sides of the fence to curb this? See, the problem is they want to keep us butting heads. And that's why I don't like Kamala Harris, because she acts like they, or really not just her, but even Biden has said that he wants to bring everyone together. What has he done to really do that? Has there anything that he's done to reach out to Trump and says, hey, I really want to work on America.
Yeah.
And I want you to help us. Maybe we can change the way we do things and just work together jointly. But they can't do that. You know why? Because these people have an agenda that does not have anything to do with American people. And I really do believe that. That's why I think they hate Trump so much, because I think he truly cannot be bought. Like Theodore Roosevelt, he could not be bought. That's why Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, that's why they fought against this dude, Theodore Roosevelt, back in the day, because they could not buy him. So they made sure he couldn't be president. And then the president they elected got assassinated. Now, I'm sure they were Republican, but it does flip-flop in time. But we have to work together as American people. It's not about the policies that they say. It's about what is best for us. Open borders, it don't affect us in Utah, because everyone in our neighborhood got guns. And if something pop up here, we good. But some of you guys out there in them blue states, you got Venezuelans in there, very dangerous gangs coming in there and holding down the fort for their people.
I think this is a time too for Americans to stick together. When things go down, no matter what, red or blue, it ain't red or blue on the days when you need to be American citizens and say, nope, didn't see anything.
Yeah.
We look out for one another.
Yeah, here's some takeaways from this video. Number one, if you watch the news, that's fine. But do you actually go and read articles? Do you actually go watch the whole clips of things that are cut up? Even with us, we've told you guys in most of our clips in the past, and we need to keep saying it. Don't just take our word for it. Watch the whole clip. Yeah. You know, sometimes we don't have the time or really the effort to really show a whole clip, and no one really wants to see that anyways. But I don't even want to make narratives either. That's not the goal here. The goal is to show you that they lied. Mm-hmm. And they keep lying. And they keep calling Trump a liar, but they're not liars either. They're free from lying.
There's a difference between someone who has colorful language and who embellishes and kind of is dramatic. I would say Trump falls into that category.
He's an open book.
But being honest. And then someone who is clearly deceptive. And I feel like that is what a lot of people in the other party, the Democratic Party, that's what they do, is they call him a liar because he embellishes and he has very grand language, you know, extreme and bad and horrible and all these things are very, very good. We know. But then on that side, they will clearly tell lies. They will say things that they know are not true.
Yeah.
And that is lying.
Yeah.
100% that is lying, because you have an intent to be deceptive.
Yeah. And wouldn't he know? I mean, he was already president. He already saw the things that are happening. I mean, when he went into NATO, he made those other countries pay up. The tariffs, he saw all the stuff that was happening. And he was not okay with it. So I think that when he does talk about the things that are happening in our country, again, we're going to keep talking about BRICS because we need to do this video.
Yeah.
BRICS, look it up. BRICS. What is happening to your American dollar? Just saying.
You know, maybe we should take a note from these Haitians. We shouldn't be kicking them out.
Yeah.
We might need them to teach us, hey, how do you scale that geese there? How do you cut it up? How do you eat these domesticated animals? Because if there ever comes a time, to your point about we've never lived through a Great Depression, right? We're this generation that has just kind of had it easy. If we ever went back on hard times, we need to know how to grow stuff, how to plant your own food, how to harvest, how to hunt geese in public parks. I mean, we got to take a note from them on how to survive and how to live. But We have one more clip we want to share with you guys just to lighten up the mood. We think that this is actually what's happening in Ohio.